We want to head out now to our NBC 10's John Maroney live outside court in Dedham. John, you were there at the beginning of this trial. Walk us through how it ended here today.
Priscilla, this is not what people expected, but a mistrial has been declared as the state looks to try this case all over again.
I'm declaring a mistrial in this case.
A mistrial in the Karen Reed murder trial, with a jury unable to reach a verdict. Judge Beverly Cannone reading a second jury note after saying it was deadlocked.
The deep division is not due to a lack of effort or diligence, but rather a sincere adherence to our individual principles and moral convictions. To continue to deliberate would be futile and only serve to force us to compromise these deeply held beliefs.
The judge tried unsuccessfully to break the jury impasse by issuing the Tui Rodriguez dynamite charge. The defense supported the move. The prosecution did not.
I would submit that they have not done a thorough deliberation up to this point.
They have fundamental disagreements about what the evidence means, and it's a matter of opinion. It's not a matter of lack of understanding.
Reed hugged her father and family in the courtroom after the mistrial was declared. John O'Keefe's family left the courthouse without speaking to reporters. In a statement, Norfolk County District Attorney Michael Morsey thanked them for their commitment and dedication to the process. The DA says he will move to retry the case.
I don't know that any jury is going to be able to reach a conclusion of guilt.
Defense attorney John Swamley experienced a mistrial at Norfolk Superior Court as well.
If they can't get a conviction now, what is to say they're going to be able to get a conviction next time?
Now, the jury was picked up for the last time here at the courthouse this afternoon and taken away. We're told by the clerk's office that their names will not be made public because this was a mistrial. Well, live in Dedham, John Maroney, NBC 10 Boston.
Still, John, we hope for the chance to hear from those jurors. Thank you. Our team coverage continues now with Kirsten Glavin. She's live outside court with reaction from people on both sides of this case. Kirsten.
Yeah, anticipation has been at an all-time high here for the past 5 days now. Obviously, a mistrial is not what these Free Karen Reed supporters had wanted today, but it is something that they were preparing for. Karen Reed and her defense team leaving Norfolk Superior Court after the news of a mistrial, speaking briefly in the rain.
This is what it looks like when you bring false charges against an innocent person. The Commonwealth did their worst. They brought the weight of the state based on spurious charges, based on compromised investigation and investigators and compromised witnesses.
Reed's attorneys saying this isn't the end.
I want to send a message to all of her supporters out there. Your support was invaluable.
Across the street, cheering, but also some mixed reactions from those in the Free Karen Reed movement after hearing Judge Cannone announcing the jury was at an impasse.
I don't know what these jurors are hung up on. There's no way the state proves beyond a reasonable doubt any of the charges, the major charges or the lesser charges.
For some, it was an outcome that was expected after learning the jury was deadlocked on Friday.
We accept the hung jury, even though that's not the outcome we were hoping for. We knew guilty was never on the table. It was never going to be convicted. This case is a travesty of justice and a mockery of justice.
Adding they don't believe the Commonwealth will follow through on a retrial.
I'm happy for her in terms of, like, she's not going to see any other trial again. They're not going to retry this case.
As for what's next, they say regardless, they're not going anywhere.
Oh, we'll be back. We'll be back. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I've never met Karen, but I love Karen, and Karen could be any one of us.
Karen Reed did leave the courthouse very quickly today without commenting. We do want to also note that at the time this mistrial was declared, there were not any demonstrators here against the Free Karen Reed movement to weigh in. It's the latest live here in Dedham. I'm Kirsten Glavin, NBC 10 Boston. Kirsten, thank you. Our NBC 10 commentator and courtroom insider Sue O'Connell joining me now. Sue, regardless of who you think is guilty of killing John O'Keefe with today's mistrial, justice is being delayed for his family. Your thoughts on that?
Well, Priscilla, it's delayed for his family. It's also delayed for Karen Read. And frankly, it's delayed for the citizens of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I once heard a law instructor say, justice and the law system doesn't care about your feelings. It should care about being fair and getting it right. So while justice is delayed, if this process leads us to a firm verdict that will hold on appeal, then you will finally have an answer as to who should be held responsible for John O'Keefe's tragic young death, and Karen Read can feel that she got a fair and equitable trial. So while people may be impatient, they may be unhappy that there's an answer today, there's a reason why the person holding the scales of justice in that statue has a blindfold on, because it's about getting it right, at least we hope. Imperfect, but it's the justice system we have. So we'll just have to hold tight and hope that we get justice at some point. Priscilla?
I'll take it, Sue. Sue O'Connell, NBC 10 Courtroom Insider. I'll talk to you in about an hour. Don't forget, we will have complete coverage of the mistrial on Canton Confidential, the Karen Read murder trial. Join JC, Sue, and me at 7 o'clock right here on NBC 10 Boston.